If you want to develop a swing just like you're seeing Fred Couples here, silky smooth power, never rushing that downswing, I'm going to show you exactly how they do that with this specific move that all these smooth bombers have, and it's really simple. So if you want to swing and really nice in rhythm, but still develop some great power, this is how you do it. The key move is starting the downswing in the correct sequencing. That's why you see these guys like either Fred Couples or Ernie Els, they have such this real nice silky smooth rhythm and they develop that crazy speed. It looks like they're not putting any effort into it at all, and that is because their sequencing to start the downswing is perfect. Where we see golfers mainly do this, who suffer with that really erratic, quick, jerky swing that goes nowhere, they will fire themselves completely out of sequence like I just did there. Now what I did is what most slicers do. They will massively fire and open up that chest early, where for us, that will get you swinging over the top. You'll have a nice steep shaft, which of course you don't want, and then you're gonna have that slice or that big pull shot like you saw with me there. So we need to reverse that sequencing. We need to get what the top players have, and that is having the lower body and mid-torso move first and rotate and open up, and the chest and the arms stay where they are. That accumulates a ton of power moves, which we're gonna get into, but also gives you that smooth rhythm. But we're gonna simplify this as to thinking about our chest. There's so many golfers, like we said, struggle with opening the chest early. If we have this feeling here of having the zipper, for example, on my body warmer or the mid of our chest, pointing behind at the camera at you guys for as long as possible, I can technically trick my body into getting into that really nice sequencing via just that one simple cue. And why that is so effective is because it really targets the root cause of why players have that jerky style of the downswing, those big over the top slice swings. Like we said, because the upper body rotates too fast too early. Their lower bodies are absolutely fine with most golfers out there. Most lessons I give with players with this problem, they open up their lower body as well as any tour player, but their upper body is rotating too fast too early. So just that one move of making sure that chest is pointing at you guys for as long as I can, the downswing, it will naturally start to unwind going through the golf ball. But I wouldn't even mind some players feeling like their chest is still pointing behind them at the golf ball. Of course, if they suffer with this problem, your chest will rotate. It's a feel versus real, but it will calm down its rotation in transition. So what else does it get into your golf swing other than that silky smooth look? Of course, the power. Reason why you have a decent amount of power from there is one, it really helps you to shallow out the golf club. It helps that club and that center of mass start to pitch behind, and it also helps with that hand path have a little bit of a natural dropping. Because if golfers naturally have that upper body rotate too hard too early, the shaft steepens, the hand flies out in front of them. A lot of golfers mistakenly so try to fix that by just dropping the arms. The arms will naturally drop with gravity if the chest is slowing down and its rotation is a bit quieter in transition. So you're going to have that nice shallowing. Great. But like we said, that chest rotation will start to whip going through the golf ball. So then you're going to be applying the speed to the golf ball at the right time, which is why you can have those nice silky looking swings, but it's gaining the speed at the appropriate point. Because the golfers who do have that overactive chest rotation, the opposite of what we're talking here, all their speed gets dumped here in that early downswing. So when they get to the golf ball, they are already slowing down. So that's where we can really effectively train this with a good drill in a minute. But we're going to have that nice shallowing, which will pick up some speed, and we're going to have that speed being applied to the golf ball at the correct time because of our sequencing, which really influences that power. So let's do another one. So nice and smooth. And we can see some great distance here. So for context, this is a 7-iron. So let's get into how we're going to train this, how you can all get it into your swing. So guys, the off season is here. So now is the time to start working on your game in preparation for next season to be the best season ever. So if you want to make changes, just like you're seeing here with my students, I want to do it over the winter period, where you're in luck because I have just launched the Winter Improvement Plan. So what do you get with the Winter Improvement Plan? You get 4 lessons per month, and it's for all under the price of 2 single lessons. So an absolutely amazing deal. So 4 lessons per month is absolutely perfect for the amount of lessons to have optimal improvement month in, month out. So that's where we can have good interaction, have really keeping you on plan and making sure that we're giving your swing the time and attention it needs to have that massive improvement from off season to in season. So it's an absolute brilliant way to work on your golf swing to get it ready for next season. But any lesson package or subscription on my skill list is absolutely a brilliant way to work on your golf swing. And don't just take my word for it. Here are the testimonials of my students and the massive improvements they've made. So if you want to ask me any questions, you can message me over on my skill list profile and I'll absolutely answer anything you want. And I'm looking forward to working with you and improving your golf swing. So like I said, that chest pointing back, great feel. I'd want you to feel that throughout the downswing. That's how ultimately we get this and we can carry this onto the golf course quite nicely. But actual drills to do, there's a training aid that I really, really like that massively helps with this. Now, this is technically an overspeed training device, so something that increases your swing speed. But to use this properly, you have to apply the speed at the correct time, which is through impact, which you'll notice even on this very windy day here, you're going to notice a big whoosh as I swing through the hitting area. So listen out here, so you can hear that big whoosh. Now, what we want to do there, we want to hear that whoosh, of course, going through the golf ball. If I'm a golfer who massively opens up and rotates that chest too early, I'm not going to be able to get that whoosh going through impact. So I want to feel that whoosh and really hear it as loud as I can when I'm still swinging in posture and still maintaining my balance going through the golf ball. So if we have the feeling of having that chest and where, let's say the zipper here on my gilet is pointing behind for as long as it can, which is a nice external focus, you can say the buttons in your polo, whilst feeling the speed being applied after, then we're going to have this great silky smooth power start to be developed and the key moves we see with players who do this. So this training aid is called the Ripstick. Unbelievably good, helps with so many things in the golf swing, of course, building up proper swing speed, which is why I prefer this to other overspeed training devices, for example, because other overspeed training devices, you can cheat them. You can do your old move and actually increase your club head speed, but very poor club head speed. This applies it, of course, the speed at the right time, improves swing mechanics just via these. Interchangeable weights, there's routines to do with it on ripstick.com, and if you want one of these, link in description for a discount code in there, so where you can get one of these, so for 10% off. Really, really good training aid. So absolutely, most optimal way to train it, of course. Now, when we apply it to the golf ball, we have a little feel. Now this feel, of course, that chest point behind, but Justin Rose is a player that really utilizes this. This is where I learned this from, was from seeing Justin Rose do it. And that was him saying he always wants to feel like that chest is pointing behind him for as long as it can. He said with the buttons on his polo shirt, putting that his coach standing behind him, that will prevent his hands and arms from getting over in front. And Justin Rose is another silky smooth player who hits the ball a long way. So if we can apply that feel, get it into the golf ball here, really feeling that gilet pointing at you for as long as it can. That was very, very good. Now, of course, that was a very long one, mid 180s with a 7-iron, so that's great for me. So that's because I did the correct speed training and then put it into there, but getting that silky smooth speed via doing it properly. And you can see, even just after a little bit of practice doing this, you can get these moves into your golf swing too. So if you want to shallow the golf club, you want to swing on path, you title that over the top, you want to hit the ball further, and you love that look of Fred Couples, Ernie Els, all those guys, this is what to do for you. I'd only recommend this for players who are struggling with that first move in the downswing, getting too rotational with the chest, because let's say if you're a drawer of the golf ball, already this wouldn't necessarily be the feel for you, because this will get you more on the inside. The over-the-top slices, jerky style of downswing, this is for you. So if you enjoyed this video, click that like button if you want more golf instruction just like this. Hit the subscribe button, hit the bell button too to be notified every time I put out a video.